What's up, you guys? Today I'm going to show you guys how to get the classic rosette bun. This is really simple and very elegant. Okay, to start this look off, what we're going to do is clip the front away for later. And when I section classic styles like this out, I take a diagonal back, but I almost kind of carve it out a little rounded. That way when you pull it back, it seamlessly goes with the rest of the style. And when I mean rounded, I mean just a slight curvature to it. So again, when this section gets pulled back, that it looks very seamless compared to this section to the back panel here. So we have our section here. I'm gonna polish it up just a little bit more, clip it away for later, and we're gonna do the same thing to the opposite side. Okay, so now we're gonna work with the back first. Now we wanna create a little bit of volume through in here. So what we're gonna do is take some horizontal sections. If you guys can imagine almost like a rectangle section here, that's where you want your volume to go. You don't want to add too much volume through the sides because that could tend to make people's facial features rounded. So we're just going to take little slices here, horizontal, over directing the hair up. We're going to use a little bit of texture spray by Air Professional, just to add a little bit of grit in there prior to our back combing. We're gonna compact it in there pretty good. So with this, you just kind of, almost like you're flicking your wrist a little bit, really get that back combing in there. Now we're gonna take another section, do the same thing, over direct it up. Spraying it, and back combing. We're gonna take two more of these. One more. Okay. I'm going to take those sections, kind of pull it back. Just going to take a brush now and lightly brush the surface on the top. And I like brushes that have little bristles that are longer, and you can just kind of surface brush it just to get the teasing look out of it, and it doesn't take it all the way out. Looking at the shape, I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of teasing through in the sides, just a little bit. Again, brushing that out towards the nape of the neck. Now we're going to gather the hair very lightly at the nape of the neck. And we're going to hairspray it. This is a hairspray by Air Professional coming out in October 2019. And just kind of smooth it out with our fingers. Securing it with a hair elastic. Okay, before we start creating our rose, we're gonna actually take the end of our tail comb and some more hairspray. I'm gonna hairspray the top here, and then we're just gonna lightly hold on to the hair elastic, take our tail comb, slide it through, and kind of pull the hair up, really allowing some of that back combing to kind of pop back up, so she has a little bit more volume. So once you've done that, now we're going to start creating our rosette. Lightly brush through this. We're going to work with some hairspray again. What's great about the Flexible Hold Hairspray by Air is that it's just that, it's flexible. It's a working hairspray with a little bit of shine to it. There's actually some green tea extract in it to keep some moisture in the hair. I'm gonna spray it pretty aggressively here. Now we're gonna start molding the hair. So we're gonna take it, just very slightly twist it, and start creating our shape. So this is going to be kind of the outside of our rosette. I can feel the hairspray in this area, but towards the ends it's a little bit soft. So that's where you want to add a little bit more hairspray, so then it becomes a little bit more moldable for you. Again, this is a workable hairspray, so don't be afraid to use a lot. Okay, so now, again, just kind of molding it. It's gonna go left to right. Now I'm gonna tuck in the ends in a second, but before I do, I'm gonna secure the left side with a bobby pin. So I'm just gonna slide the bobby pin, skim it through the top of this section, and then push it down towards the hair elastic to secure it into place. Now we're gonna secure on the right side. And I like to almost like hold it there with my thumb where I want it. And that's where I know I'm gonna take our bobby pin and slide it into place. And secure the underneath bit. And we're gonna take our ends, hairspray it, and then take the end of the tail comb and kind of manipulate it a little bit, kind of fold it in. I'm actually gonna, at the end, just kind of curl that to really bend it and create our little rose. But for now, we're gonna add just a hairpin here, just to hold it into place. Okay, I'm gonna secure underneath before we move on to the sides. All right, so now we're gonna release the sides. And then this is definitely gonna be very visual, just depending on your client's length and texture of hair, depending on if they have layers in their hair too. So I'm just gonna kind of brush it out and kind of see where it looks best. So I'm kind of wanting to fold it over and then under. I'll hairspray those guys, these little bits that are coming out, kind of over it. So before we do that, I'm gonna add a slight bit of teasing underneath, and we're gonna do diagonal sections because you want it to go with the hair and the head shape. Do from a little from underneath here. Perfect. We're gonna use some more hairspray. So now we're gonna take that section and start draping it across. Very carefully, working with our workable hold hairspray. This is going to be kind of the outside of the little rose. We're going to connect it right over here to the left with a bobby pin, just pushing that directly under. Folding this piece underneath and kind of tucking it away. I'm gonna put a little bit more hairspray. A lot of hairspray in this hairstyle. But what's so important about this style to make it look classic and chic and very kind of like a lot of shine to it, working with the hairspray as you're moving along works out really well because it's gonna have that kind of polished effect to it. Okay, now working on this side, again, we're gonna take kind of diagonal forward sections because again, we're gonna hide it as we swoop it back, getting there at the root. Adding a little bit of back combing for a little bit of lift. And we're gonna pull it back. So again, we're just gonna work with it very slowly and work with our flexible hold hairspray. For this style, I'm more about using product deering and hairspray deering opposed to after, so you can really help manipulate and mold it. All right, so now we're just gonna add a little bit of curl on this end here, very carefully. Just bend it a little bit in for a little rosette inspired middle here. Then we're just gonna take our hairpin behind it, almost like you're weaving back and forth, just attaching that to our bun. So we're gonna finish it off with some spray shine now. Polish up any of those little flyaways. And that is about it. So that is my rosette inspired bun. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon.